Hear ye, gather round for yet another edition of Young Kings Wrestling, featuring the almighty, the incredible, the iconic, the legendary, Sovereign Soundboard. As always, you can find us on most platforms streaming podcasts, including Spotify, iTunes, YouTube, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, among others. If you're listening on iTunes, leave us a 5-star review. Links to all the platforms and the merchandise are available at ykwrestling.com. Also available at ykwrestling.com. Get you a pro wrestling pro choice t-shirt from our friends over at the #1 wrestling podcast on Pornhub, Smacking It Raw. Or if you feel so inclined to, you can get the same exact t-shirt purchased with our friends at the She Elite Showcase. Yes, they're both here tonight, or today, or this afternoon. However, welcome, first of all, from the #1 wrestling porn. Let me start that over. The #1 wrestling podcast on Pornhub, the HWBIC, the Warden, Matt Ritter, is here. Welcome, sir.
Thank you. Porncast. I'm with it. That's what we're gonna start calling it. Porncast.
Yeah, we might as well.
I've said that like 4 times.
Yeah,
I say it every time.
I'll be slipping up on it. It's all good.
It's hard.
Reek, you do the honors, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Reek Heyman, and I will just take it from here, Mr. Fontaine, because I serve as the advocate to the hardest working woman in wrestling podcasts today, the shaman of She Elite, and the sun around which all wrestling podcasts must orbit, the emancipated Miss Katie Kinsey Baby.
Yes, that was incredible. And I am the thespian TC Fontaine, joined by Reek Heyman. I gotta stop doing the voice. Like I got caught up in doing it. I couldn't turn it off. So let me turn it off. Let me unplug it. We'll return next week. How you guys doing? Welcome.
Good.
Biggest party of the summer.
Yeah.
Literally.
Like
Yeah.
literally. It was turned up. First PLE booked by Triple H.
Broke his foot off in it.
Man. Like Sugar Mama put his foot in that mud, literally. That's for my Proud Family people. Y'all remember.
Yeah.
If you want to make a statement, you walk out and drop your dick on the table, and that's what Triple H did.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's pretty factual.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that. But before we get into it, of course, we watch wrestling all week long here at YK Wrestling. I didn't catch anything this past week, so I might watch some other SummerSlams. I had my Paramount Plus trial, and I'm gonna let it run because Matt was talking about the offer, and I didn't know the offer was a series. I thought it was like a documentary. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna have to watch this whole thing. So let me go get, it's just $10, ain't nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So I gotta watch that because Raising Kanan start back up in a couple weeks, and I gotta get on that.
Yeah, I gotta finish watching Tommy.
I gotta start Tommy. Like I watched the first 2 episodes, and I was like, this ain't hitting for me.
I only watched the first one.
Yeah, I watched the first episode. I was like, yeah, this kind of mid.
I had to go back and renew stars because I realized I ain't having no more.
Yeah, I've had my stars ever since like Ghost ended. I've had my stars account like just watching movies because they had like damn near every Denzel movie on there. So I'm gonna keep it to watch my boy. But
yeah,
you been watching any wrestling? Anybody watch wrestling this week? I didn't.
I did.
What you watch? A little 96 WCW?
Yeah, a little 96 WCW and WWF. So I recently went back and started watching the old, because I kind of pinpoint that as where like I fell in love with wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
was about 96 WWF, like when I really fell in love. So I started that in January and I've been watching through, and I think I just finished In Your House, whatever the one after Beware of Dog was. I can't remember which one it was. But yeah, so I just got through that. And then 97 WCW, January to February.
I got caught up watching a little like 1998 Nitro a couple weeks ago. So I might keep up with that, see what they had going on. Watching a little Goldberg. Little Goldberg. Last episode I started watching was a Goldberg versus Terry in the Georgia Dome. Never seen it before, so I'm gonna check that out.
Oh man.
See what that's hitting on. See how it feels compared to today. So nobody watched any other wrestling.
I did.
So, what we got?
So it was random, but I guess because of the main event, I decided I wanted to go back and watch some Brock matches at SummerSlam. And I think me and you talked about this before. I went like down the line of it. I think Brock got Mr. SummerSlam title locked up. And this tonight might have just sealed it. Because his record now is 6-5. But if you just look on that list, you got Rock, Kurt, Triple H, Punk, Cena,
Orton,
Taker, Orton, Joe,
Seth,
Strowman, and Reigns. And then 2 more for Reigns, then Seth. That's
crazy.
That's a long. And he's won more of them than he's lost. He just took another one tonight, but like that's a hell of like the first one he got was over Rock. He damn near
The Rock in 2002 at that.
Yeah. He kayfabe made Triple H retire. He beat Punk, dominated Cena the same year that it happened. I won't say it because my guy is here, so I won't bring that up. But 21. But yeah, he got a long list of some big ones here, but like that resume speaks for itself. That man is legit. But like I watched back 02, like it's definitely better than you remember. The whole show is top 3.
SummerSlam?
But like 02?
Yeah, bro. I watched
that's definitely that's the GOAT SummerSlam.
No, yeah. Maybe. Like very, very well so.
Yeah.
Because it kicked off Kurt Angle Ray. I talked about this a couple weeks ago. Kurt Angle Ray. We had Edge and Eddie.
Mm-hmm.
Like even Taker and Test was all right.
Yeah.
Like,
Jericho and Flair.
Yes. Of course, Triple H and Shawn Michaels.
That man. How do you break your back, be out for 4 years, and come back better than you were going out? I don't know how that happens, but
you can find out.
Nah, I'm good.
Jesus Christ.
I don't need none of that in my life.
You guys will soon find out there's a little pent-up hostility between me and Reek after tonight that we're going to discuss when we get into the show. Feeling like Bane right now, looking at Batman.
I apologize.
No, so there is a wrestling match that I do want to watch this weekend, tomorrow to be exact. Ric Flair's last match tomorrow.
You trying to see this man die?
Yes. Why not? If there is a possibility, the fact that the man wants to die in the ring, literally, and there is a possibility that it could happen, I am going to watch.
Like if it doesn't happen tomorrow, I will be genuinely shocked. Like
I'm gonna just watch for it's Jeff Jarrett. JEFF, JARRETT, and Jay Lethal,
aka Mr. Collect a Check.
Man,
because why was he here tonight?
So we all watched Breaking Bad. You remember when Bill Burr and Lavelle Crawford went to go get the money in the storage room, and Lavelle was like, "Man, I gotta lay on it, man." That's Jeff Jarrett after this weekend.
I'm telling you, like, dude served no purpose tonight. He just came in to get a check. That's it.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna be hitting motherfuckers with guitars,
right? Like, act like we know you from somewhere, in the past.
That's the main reason I want to see the match tomorrow. It's gonna be a lot of You remember how TNA used to be just overly convoluted and overbooked? That's how that match is gonna be tomorrow, and I need it. Just fuck it, have fun with it. It's just a throwaway match. We don't need anything logical to happen.
I mean,
Got a
that
fucking
is true.
80-year-old man wrestling with his son-in-law.
Who might kill him on principle just to get a check.
You know what?
He said he married now. Shit.
I'm about to say, like, you got what you came for.
Yeah.
At the end of the day,
True.
Finish
the
the
man,
job.
the man serves no purpose. You know what I'm saying? So, succession.
Advocating for the death of the 85-year-old man.
I mean, he brought it upon himself.
I don't even think he's 85. Like
He's like close to 80. He's 77 or something, right? 76.
I did find out I was wrong. My wife got Ric Flair on the Deadpool, so now I'm a little less inclined to see him go because that's another point for her and one less for me. But
did any of y'all have James Caan on that list?
did not.
Nah.
Anybody have Paul Sereno?
Hell no.
Nope.
I didn't.
I'm
The
upset
fact
about
that
that.
a lot of people from Goodfellas been dying the last 4 weeks is throwing me off.
Bro, I was saying
Makes me
it
sad.
just the other day. I'm like, yo, I need y'all to check on Joe. I need y'all to check on Rob
Bro,
because
keep them in a frozen. Keep them frozen.
I'm
I'm not ready
concerned.
yet. Especially Bobby.
yeah, man. I'm deeply
Like, I need a couple
concerned.
more rows with Bobby before he get out of here. No, he was
Uh,
looking like he was ready to go at the Irishman. Y'all see that?
I
The
still
man's
have
old
not
as
seen
hell.
it yet.
I know it's gonna take forever. It's 4 hours.
I heard that. That's why I've been taking my time because it's like, damn, that's
Yeah, I had to
That's a
watch in like
stretch.
3 sessions. I don't never watch movies in sessions.
So
Yeah,
I
man.
have, because I'm looking at it, Bob Barker, Michael Gambon, Ted Kaczynski, Hulk Hogan, Dick Cheney, Dame Judi Dench, Vince McMahon, which now might happen since he retired, because they go pretty quick after that.
Yeah.
Lex Luger, Steven Tyler, Roseanne Barr, and then we all did like
Roseanne.
a
Damn.
bonus pick of someone that probably wouldn't, like, just out there. And I was told I am not allowed to speak ill on the lives of wrestlers who are current actors on or currently wrestling on the Young Kings wrestling show. But I will say tonight I may have come this much closer. A couple more of those stomps and I might get that point.
That was funny.
Unamused.
It was funny.
No, Bob Barker is staying alive.
Somehow.
He's got to go sometime. Like, eventually he's got to
Like,
go.
Like
That's
if
really
Betty White got up
strange.
here, everybody else is eligible.
That's what
Yep.
I'm saying. Like, how did Bob make it out? What is this, third quarter before Betty? Like, that's a little scary.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Death Pools.
Yeah, man.
I'm gonna start doing them 1 year.
I'm tripping on. He put Roseanne in it. You
Why
cold as
not?
hell. Cold, man.
Why not? That's Roseanne.
Between the Ambien and
Me and Roseanne.
yeah, being Roseanne.
I
It's
mean,
not like she's not like you, Reek. She's not a physical specimen of health right now. Like,
I mean, I guess not. Yeah. That is kinda
Hey,
true.
so before we get into our
The show.
situation, yeah, SummerSlam.
Mhm.
Let me get ready because I can't find my stuff. Give me a second. Can't find my sound. I don't know where my sound is. Where's my sound? Damn it. See, we messing up already. We live. Here we go.
Oh, man,
Found it.
Savi. Damn, Savi.
Yeah, Savi, you tripping. See, yeah, soundboard I use they messed up my soundboard a few weeks back. So yeah, I gotta keep like 5 soundboard tabs open. It's crazy. So
Damn.
players fuck up, but let's jump into it.
I'm packing the air, this gas what?
These peasants, you peasants.
Peasant of the week for this week. It's not a wrestler. It's not anybody. It has nothing to do with wrestling. I'm a basketball fan. I have my favorite players. This guy is no longer on my list of favorite players. Jimmy Butler from the Miami Heat. Bring that ass here, boy.
Bring that ass here, boy.
Did y'all see that picture of Jimmy Butler this week?
Yeah.
This man pulled
Not.
up to a workout. Last time we saw Jimmy Butler was Game 7 Conference Finals. Lost to the Celtics, unfortunately. Celtics, they didn't win anything either. So give it up for the Celtics losing, goddammit. But Jimmy Butler, this man had like some braids that kind of went right here, right?
Mm.
This man pulled up to a workout. I want to say it was Wednesday or Thursday. Some faux locks longer than mine.
I lie to you not. I thought it was like something fake. I thought like somebody was just
It is
playing
fake.
a prank. Oh, okay, all right, yeah. I thought
It's
I
not
thought,
real
like,
hair. It's weave. It's
Oh, I
not
know.
real locks.
I know.
You didn't put in
like-
work. You didn't put
I'm
in work to
thinking-
get this.
I was thinking like somebody was just playing a prank or he was just trolling people.
No,
like,
he's dead
nah,
ass
he
serious.
really-
He has CTE.
Yeah, that's bad, Jimmy. That's bad. Like
Get out
That
of here,
might-
bro.
that might be the most questionable thing you've done since Rachel Nichols. If you know, you know.
Yeah, man. Said that man was dribbling the basketball. No, he wasn't. That
In
wasn't
the
the
hotel-
basketball you heard.
In a hotel room? Yeah. Okay.
There was some balls being dribbled, but not a
All
basketball.
right. Ball is not life like that.
No,
I promise you it ain't.
that's why he was
Tip drill?
tired.
Oh yeah.
That's why he was hanging over that score table like that.
Oh yeah. My man was exhausted for another reason. I mean, he was balling his ass off that night, but he had some other stuff going on that had him gassed like that.
All I had to say, you get peasant of the week when you show up on my Twitter timeline with weave in your hair.
Crazy.
Grown ass me.
Shit,
And that's for anybody getting weave in your hair. You just so thirsty to have locks that you just get weave in your hair. Stop it. Stop this phenomenon. Stop this trend. I don't like it. Because you didn't put in work like me. You
Now,
didn't
you
put
have
in
a-
work like Booker T.
You have previously explained to me the difference between dreads and locks.
Yeah, Jimmy Butler got dreads.
Not locks. But they both do come from the term dreadlock, correct?
Sure, yeah.
yeah.
Okay. I just want to clarify that. Like, I want to make sure there wasn't like another term that had lock in it that locks came from. Like, they're both from the term dreadlocks, but they are distinctly different.
Say
Ray
lots
Wyatt,
because dread
dreads.
has
Dreads.
such a negative connotation to it. So, you know.
Lil Wayne, dread. Like dread.
Corn
He got like
dreads.
3 of them.
Wayne look like he got nugs in his hair. It's just it don't hit.
Yeah, you need
anymore.
to stop that.
Dreads are dirty, locks aren't.
There you go.
Yeah, like my boy Masay,
Oh,
locks. I gotta talk about that. We can talk about that. But yeah, I got another peasant of the week coming up.
Yeah.
We'll wait on that one. But yeah, we definitely do, Reek. Let's kick off SummerSlam.
yeah.
Starting it off, Bianca Belair versus Becky Lynch for the Raw. Yeah, it's the Raw Women's Championship. Couldn't remember. I'm gonna give this an incomplete grade because I didn't really get to watch the whole match itself. Probably gonna give it an A after I watch it though.
Okay.
But I'm definitely giving it an A for what I saw after the match.
Mm.
Becky sticks her hand out. You know, Becky Lynch has been on that bullshit lately, and I'm just thinking like she gonna be on some bullshit again. Don't fall for it, BB. And she fell for it, and I was like, damn. And then Becky was like, let her have her moment. And I was like, okay. So they did it. I was looking forward to Becky potentially turning face after losing again, because where else does she go from here, right? Instead, we get Bayley returning after a whole fucking year. Thank you. Give it up for Bayley, goddammit, just one time.
Looking right too.
Not, man.
All the pockets.
Yes. Yes. Hell
Uh,
yes.
But she brought some friends along. Io Sky, formerly known as Io Shirai, NXT Women's Champion, and Dakota Kai is back in the WWE as well. Triple H leaving nothing out,
Mm.
not pulling no punches. And yeah, we got that Becky face turn, and we're looking like we got a women's stable and some hope for the tag team tournament to continue.
Yes.
How are we feeling about this, guys?
Y'all go ahead. Y'all go ahead.
Go ahead, Katie.
Oh my god, I was fucking crying.
I love it.
Listen, Bailey very much kind of knew was gonna happen, and she looks phenomenal right now.
She looks swoller, don't she?
Mm-hmm.
She looks good in every way and then some. But Dakota Kai's music hit me like a ton of fucking bricks. I was like, no shot, it's Dakota Kai. She walks out. And then Io, like, what the fuck? Where have you been hiding all of them? In your basement, Hunter? Like, what the fuck?
That's tuna milk.
I
apparently.
I was just, I couldn't even focus on the next match. I was still shook that fucking happened. I have no words. I'm so happy. This women's division is fucking thriving right now.
I said it earlier. Triple H walked in and dropped his dick on the table. Like,
yes, he did.
Not only did he say, you know what, we fucked up, we're bringing Dakota back, because like it was a range of emotions, as Katie said. Like, first, as TC said, you had the Becky and Bianca thing, and they were actually sincere about it, and they exchanged. You could see them crying. That's like, all right, that's cool, that's sweet. Then Bailey's music hits, and you kind of hope for it, but you've been hoping, so you weren't sure if it was going to come. And it's like, all right, cool, now we're here. And then she stops. And then Dakota's music hits, and I just lost my shit. I'm like, my wife, she's like, the baby's sleeping, shut the fuck up. And I'm like, but it's fucking Dakota Kai. Like, it's like, wasn't she gone? I'm like, yeah, she was gone. And then Io's music, who we've been waiting to see, we're like, where the fuck has she been? And I don't even mind the name change. Like Io Shirai, Io Sky, Genius of the Sky, like not a big change, doesn't really hurt. So like, and then they come down, and then babyface Becky stands up in the ring. We may be getting the man back. On top of the fact that she came out looking like a fucking mag mortar, motherfucking heat miser out here.
And I'm glad you posted that too, because I was trying to figure. I'm like, that color scheme looks so familiar, but I can't quite pick it out. And he posted it. I'm like, my man got it dead on the money, because that's
The
definitely what
Heat
that
Miser one
is.
was funny as fuck. I was cracking up. I was like, oh my god, she does.
Thanks.
Can I say something maybe a little controversial?
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Maybe not controversial at all, but is this not the same thing of throwing a bunch of single stars together in a group that everybody hated before? Everybody love it now.
Technically,
yes, it is. But with one being a call up, one being someone they brought back, and them hopefully explaining the reason why they're together on Monday Night Raw, as opposed to just sticking them together and having them beat someone. Like, we will have to see. That will have to play out, because if we don't get a reason, like we heard Bailey in the ring going, you think I came back by myself? You think you're the champ? I got two of the best in the world. Okay, so you said, hey, I'm not coming back alone. I'm going to go grab two of the best in the world, and they're going to ride with me. We will see how this tag team thing goes. Now, we know Dakota is proficient in tag teams. Io has been in tag teams with your girl, Zoe Stark. If we have any hope for a women's tag title return, Dakota and Io in that tournament would not be a bad look.
Not at all.
And that's what I was going to say too. Like, you know, people can make the case about, a bunch of single stars together, but Io and Dakota both have been tag team champions in NXT. Bailey has been the first women's WWE tag team champion. So, I mean,
2-time.
They all have that there.
Plug your mic back in, bro.
Was anyone else kind of hoping that we were going to hear Naomi and Sasha's music hit when Bianca was standing there by herself before Becky stepped up?
See, yeah, that would have been too much, man.
I'm about to say it was a split second where I had it in my head, but I'm like, let me hold off.
He can't give us all that at once. Man.
Yeah. Just that alone was enough to blow everything off. But I got to get back to the match. The match, like, I tweeted this as soon as it was over. I'm like, Bianca, when it's all said and done, might just be TBE. Because, like, for you to
I'm ready to crown her now.
Like, for you to have had this long rivalry that dates back almost exactly a year from this point, And y'all have gone on to have all these matches, and each one just got better and better and better. And this one might have been better than the WrestleMania match. Like, yo, that it's not a lot I could say about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just there's some talent that just naturally are just that damn good. Shout out to Triple H once again. But I mean, like that finish with the Spanish Fly, like I don't think I've ever seen Bianca do that before. You know what I'm saying? There's always something new around the corner with her. So, like the match, I think that's what set the tone for everything else that came afterwards. It's just like from that great match to everything that we got to look forward to now. It was everything is beautiful. Yeah.
X. Final grades.
A plus, and another plus.
Everybody
I'll give
else
it an
get
A plus.
grades in.
I grade on a curve, so I'm going to go A minus because there are two things I got above this tonight as a whole. So
Solid. Next match, Logan Paul defeats The Miz. I'll give it a B minus ish. I was all right. It was okay. Logan Paul still in everybody's moves. It works. But just make sure
It's
you
just
hit
like
him.
Riddle.
Yeah.
But you know what? That's
Just
what
like
made-
Eugene.
There are two things that made me elevate this. Number one, the frog splash on the table that
Clean.
I
Perfect.
did not see coming whatsoever. I mean, I don't know if that was rehearsed beforehand. It had to have been, but damn, he hit that.
I'm sorry,
perfectly on the
guys.
money.
Top 3 frog splash of all time. I don't make the rules. It is up there. Montez Ford, Eddie Guerrero, Logan Paul.
Oh man,
I can't give him top 3 off one frog splash.
I
don't make the rules.
I knew he was gonna say that.
I don't
I
make
feel
the
like you
rules.
do make the rules. I feel
Off-
like this
off
is your
the-
show and you do make the rules. Like, I think that's how
Sometimes,
this
yeah.
goes.
It's true.
Off the strength of his of the argument that he has about D'Lo alone, I knew that wasn't gonna fly. Oh man, no.
D'Lo top 5 still.
Oh yeah, of course.
He number 5, but he's top 5.
I knew it. I knew he was going to do it. No, but that frog splash, and you know how many times in video games I would steal a dude's finisher to beat them?
Yeah,
Like,
all the time.
That's what this took me back to. So off the strength of that alone, I gotta elevate this up to A minus.
They don't steal finishers like they
'Cause
used to, man.
They don't. They don't. Like, and not to win the
Chris
match
Jericho
either.
used to do everybody move back in like 2000.
Yeah. And it's like, listen, I have never cared about anybody named Paul a day in my life. I don't care about
You
any
don't like
of them.
Triple H?
No, I mean, well, the last name Paul. The last name Paul. So
Oh,
not
man. You don't
Logan,
like
not
DJ?
Jake, not Logan, not Jake, not Rue, not none of y'all. I don't
like
care about
DJ?
any of y'all equally.
don't like
I
DJ
care about
Paul?
none of y'all.
He is a
Yeah,
dog when you cannot
yeah.
trust.
Wait.
DJ Paul, yes.
Wait.
What?
Rewind that. You said
He said Rue.
Yeah. That's what I said. I don't care about any of y'all equally.
I did. That almost slipped past me too.
Listen. I'm just giving examples. I don't care about none of them equally. However,
hold on, fam. Why is RuPaul one of your ops?
Yeah, what the fuck did he do to you? Yeah,
I
we
just-
have questions
what did
now.
RuPaul do?
no,
man.
I just threw out names.
Are you
of people
trying to
that
get
had
us
the
canceled? Is that why you don't like RuPaul?
I'm just throwing out names of people that had the last name Paul. There's no ulterior motive. I just just throwing them out there. All right. I don't care about none of y'all equally. My point was, however, I gotta give some props to Logan for making this look so seamless between Mania and SummerSlam. Like we say all the time how it's not easy even for athletes to come in and look as good as they do. And between him and Pat later on, that we'll get to, like, there's just a certain guys were meant to do this, and I guess he was just one of them. So I gotta give him props for this.
if he was the heel in this match, I would have rated it higher because they have a very, very, very hard hill to climb to get me to care about this man as a babyface. I'm not going to sit here and say he didn't do well. I'm not going to say that frog splash wasn't awesome. I'm not going to lie about that. This gets a B- for me, specifically because Maurice gets an A+. And the conversation that we had in my house, because she walked out and I am like, she is just fucking ridiculously fine. And my wife looked at me and she goes, what? And I'm like, yeah. And I'm like, she is a gorgeous woman. And she goes, I wouldn't go that far. Like, she's okay. We went through and then she's like, all right, what about Liv Morgan? I'm like, Liv Morgan's good looking, but give me Maurice. And she's like, you would take Maurice over Liv Morgan. And I said, what does Maurice have that Liv Morgan doesn't have? And she goes, boobs. And I'm like, and where do boobs rank on my scale? She goes, okay, this all makes sense now. And because of that conversation, I missed the majority of this match. But what I did see, he did fine. I would have given it a C+ if Maurice wasn't out there.
This was mad when Maurice came on TV.
Maurice looks better everybody too. When Maurice I'm not knocking Liv a day in my life.
I watched Ms. Maurice specifically for Maurice.
Like 10 times better.
Like Mike's antics are cool or whatever, but Maurice just being fed up with said antics, I love it.
Yeah, Miz can't fight.
Nah, he can't.
Like, come on now.
No, the fuck he cannot. He got beat by a YouTuber.
This man is friends with Ryan Cabrera. He can't fight. Can't fight.
No, like Logan Paul is a human being, piece of shit, fucking terrible. Literally filmed a dead body, like piece of shit.
Is that really like that's like the only bad thing he's done, and he apologized for it.
He's a terrible human being.
What else has he done outside of that? His brother, I'll get it. His brother is
they're both
trash.
Fucking stupid. Like Reek said, they're both fucking terrible.
But corny.
He just comes off as a douchebag.
They're douchebags. He did better than I thought he was going to, and like I hate that. Cause like he did good, but like what the fuck? Stupid.
Final grades, everyone.
I say A-.
B-.
Minus for me.
Giving it a B. I was still shook by everything that happened before, so I wasn't really paying attention.
Yeah, they placed this match perfectly after all that. So
yes, they did.
Kudos to them. Next up, this is my favorite segment of the entire night. Not my favorite match, but it's my favorite segment. We got a commercial for Nestle Pure Life featuring maximum male bottles. Push them to the moon. This is pure comedy. Shout out to my guy. What's his name?
Mansois or
Mansois. Shout out to Mansois. Out here doing his thing. I heard somebody say they said Mansois won't be allowed back in his country after all this. That's unfortunate. Also,
y'all heard titillating juices with infidels.
And shout out to my boy Marseille, man. Yeah, they was going crazy. I love it. Y'all need to wrestle at some point.
Yeah,
they're not going to.
I wouldn't mind if they didn't wrestle. Just keep doing this.
It's kind of like I saw somebody say bring back Breezango to feud with them, but like it's kind of like when Breezango was doing their shit. I never needed to see them wrestle. I just like the skits that they were doing every week, and they could have done that and made an entire career out of it, never got in the ring, and I wouldn't have cared.
Fashion Files were the best thing on TV.
Yeah, SmackDown was going crazy. Fashion Files was 2017?
16.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Fashion Files was hitting.
Shout out to Fashion Files. All right.
Out here calling people the uggos.
Shout out to, and I talked about this on Smacking It Raw this past week. Y'all should go listen to that because I was on there. I ain't been on there in like 2 years, but I was on there. And yeah, I said like Mace, Marseille, this dude, this is his third gimmick on TV. He is not trying to get taken off of TV again. He is giving this his all. Like he is giving, this is some of the best dedication I have seen. Yeah. They're giving me real Milli Vanilli vibes, for real. They kill this. They doing Pretty Deadly's gimmick better than Pretty Deadly is. Okay.
Are we counting the T-Bar Mace post Retribution tag team where they didn't change their names as a gimmick, or are we doing?
No, they really. That's
Theo Madden. Retribution,
Yeah,
and then this.
Yeah, I'm doing when he was on commentary and Brock Lesnar washed his ass. Never got his revenge on that.
Ever.
Yeah.
Brock Lesnar cooked him.
Yeah.
And he disappeared. And then Joe
Came back with a new
got
name.
his ass cooked too.
For real. Oh
Yeah.
man. That is true.
If you
Came
think
back
about it,
Retribution. Yeah, he ain't trying to get taken off TV again.
Yeah, he working his ass off for this.
Brock washed him so bad, he came back with a whole new identity and a mask to hide his face so Brock wouldn't know it was him.
Facts.
True.
And now he pouring water all over his face.
Yeah. Hey man.
I wonder who produced that. Like who directed that skit. Pushed him to the moon. Even if they don't wrestle. Just
Natalia. She's got all that
Stop.
experience on YouTube with her sister.
No.
You could have said Jenny and I would have been with you, bro.
Who do you think is filming Jenny? Telling you
Natty.
who's behind the camera.
It's Natty. Come on now.
She's good at something. Hey.
Jenny is an on-screen talent. Natalia is a behind-the-scenes talent.
A dead clock is right twice a day. She got to be good at something.
how do you think like Natty makes adjustments as a director?
Probably.
He's like, I want to hear that kitty purr.
What?
You know, Natty likes to talk like about cats and shit. Like she'll throw a cat reference in every single time she can.
Yo.
Let's move on.
Man.
Next match for the United States Championship. Bobby Lashley, the Almighty, defeats Theory. And it was real quick. It was real brief. It was nothing. Theory got his ass cooked for like the 5th or 6th time this week.
As he should.
I think I saw someone say he's 0-8 since winning the Money in the Bank.
Oh yeah.
You know what that means.
I never seen somebody get their ass beat by their own property so much in such a short span of time. Like
I mean, it's
He
not
got
like
his
he don't
ass
deserve
cooked. He got cooked.
Adrian, you didn't go down like that, huh?
He got cooked.
He got cooked.
Like all
Like-
that damage on the briefcase is literally from people beating the shit out of him
Yes.
with it.
Yep.
Like, damn, son.
He hits people once. They repeatedly hit him.
Right.
And then Roman was using the briefcase to beat Brock's ass.
Yo,
We'll get to
oh my
that.
God. Oh
We'll get to that. But I'm gonna give this one my grade a C-. It wasn't much of anything. It was real quick and real brief. Theory was just saving his energy for later and tapped out quick. You figure I'm gonna be champion of the world here in a little bit. I don't need it.
Joke's on him.
Yeah, so if you thought, psych.
It's like, no.
Final grades on this one or any other
Give me
thoughts?
give him a C plus.
C-.
This
C.
We're all around the same.
I wish we had something better for Lashley to do, but
But he
what it is.
won, which is why I got a C.
Yeah.
Right.
And this man is the people's champion. He's over like crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all need
It's
to
not the-
figure out what y'all gonna do with them 2 belts.
Yeah, man. For
Because if
real.
y'all gonna
Walter
give one of
versus
them,
Bobby.
yeah, if y'all gonna
Yeah,
give one of them
man.
back to Drew,
Like
oh yeah, we might get Gunther and Bobby coming up at Survivor Series.
right. Oh,
I
man.
want it. I want it.
Oh, yeah. I need it.
Like I need to not be gassed up for no reason, because when he just took that dude's belt out the crowd and started holding it up, I'm like,
Dog,
okay, I'm with you. I'm with you.
no, I got that triggers me still to this day.
He's still mad.
Like that $500 piece of material right there. Get that back.
Crazy.
Have we
You got
seen,
your own in your house. They gave you a replica.
have we seen Gunther chop anyone and not fold them?
Maybe Dragunov. I know Dragunov ate a couple of them.
Because if I
might
could
be
just
it,
see
though.
Bobby take one, just stand there full on, like
Look
the way
at
he's
like,
been,
nigga, what?
yeah, the way
fuck
he has
was
been
that?
whooping Kaiser and knocking him on his ass, one of those chops, and Bobby just shaking it off and looking at him in his face, that would be worth it all right there.
Hell yeah.
I said I need it.
Hell yeah.
Big facts.
And this better be the last SummerSlam or the last pay-per-view in general that the IC title ain't on, especially now that Gunther got it. Like,
Oh, he defending at the next show. Don't worry.
I've been sick of this.
There's
sick of this.
0% chance he is not defending that.
I was gonna
Like,
say,
this is
if he is not at Clash at the fucking Castle,
ugh,
Don't have a problem.
like And this is a trend. Like one of the matches I watched, real quick. One of the matches I watched was Ziggler and Miz 2014 for the IC Championship. Where was that match? On the pre-show. It was only like 10 minutes, but it was some good stuff. Like solid. Because they had bangers the whole rest of the year, but come on.
Clash of the Castle should also have at least one NXT UK match on it. Like,
Oh,
why
yeah.
You
not?
would fucking think,
Definitely.
but they're not gonna
Right.
do that.
I'm
I
gonna
don't
keep it
know.
real with you. I ain't watched
I don't
NXT UK in so long. I
Mhm.
was confused when them big country boys in NXT had the tag titles. All like, when the fuck did they win them?
I know we don't have a brand split on main roster, but I mean, I guess that's just universal. We just don't have rules, regulations anywhere. People just going where they want to go.
They're taking field trips.
Right, Chase, you taking a field trip
Yep.
over to London?
Exactly. Thank you.
Where the fuck they get scholarships from?
Andre Chase got money, apparently.
Apparently, fucking runs a whole university.
Listen, Andre Chase is that dude.
He the truth. Teachable moment. I can't wait. That teachable moment, man. Call him up. That teachable moment go crazy with the crowds.
Boy, listen. That whole
I think he would make a great manager with that teachable moment stuff.
Man.
Mm-hmm.
In-ring competitor, he's gonna end up like Matt Stryker, Drew Gulak.
He don't gotta be, he can wrestle here and there, but he don't gotta, stay being a manager.
Yeah, do that. Give him his whole like student section in the crowd. Like, bro, that's money. It's easy money.
Yeah. Next match on the card here, we got 2020 Young Kings Wrestling Worst Father of the Year, Rey Mysterio and his son Dominic taking on the Judgment Day. And I did not really get to watch all of this match. I'm gonna go run it back, but from what I've seen, I'm probably gonna give it a B+. But that just leads me into this here.
I'm packing the edits, guess what?
Few peasants.
Alumni edition. Wreak Havoc, bring that ass here, boy.
Bring that ass here, boy.
Yeah. Matt, do you want to elaborate why Reek is getting Peasant of the Week here?
Before we started the SummerSlam pay-per-view, Mr. Wreak Havoc went out of his way to post in our group chat a tweet that said something along the lines of, heard WWE doing a sound check, and I'm not saying I heard the Brood music with the Fiend's voice, but I heard the Brood's music with the Fiend's voice. Now, mind you, bad enough as that is, because it's a fucking spoiler, that is something that I think we would have all enjoyed to see with no prior knowledge, to be surprised when that happened. But then when Edge came out, there was no Fiend. I had the shirt on. I was ready. Reek had me prepped. I was like, my boy Bray's coming back. I sat down. I kept my mouth shut. I didn't tell anyone in the house. And then the music hit. And then Edge came out. And he was all by himself. So I was let down twice by that sleeveless shirt wearing motherfucker that's hiding off camera right now.
Now that's a damn shame.
And all of the discussions we've had about not posting spoilers in the group chat, and you thought, oh, this is a good idea. Let me take Matt's favorite current wrestler and give him ruin his return, and then give him some hope he might be showing up.
Yeah.
And me, I'm kind of tired of Edge returns being spoiled, because his first return got spoiled like 3 seconds before it happened on my Twitter feed.
I mean, he told me this coming back tonight.
When he tell me, I didn't see it.
Hey, like
it was in the vignette.
Not everybody watches the kickoff show.
It's on Twitter.
I wasn't on Twitter like that. I didn't log on Twitter till the show. I logged on Twitter like 5 minutes after SummerSlam started.
Okay, we don't know that.
Savi, I need you to help me out here, because players fuck up, man. I know what to tell you. Like,
nah, he's not fucking with you either. He said no. He said no.
You shouldn't have been talking shit.
that was my bad. That was my bad. I was hyped. I got hyped, and I wanted
I get
everybody to
that.
hype with me.
Listen to me very carefully.
Damn, Sovereign.
If
It's not
through the grapevine of the mail delivery service you may or may not work for, you come across snail mail, email, fucking DMs, anything from anybody that says to you, The Fiend and returning, I'm gonna need you to keep that to your fucking self and not ruin that surprise for me.
Right.
From here on out.
From heretofore throughout eternity.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that might be a good idea, Mr. Advocate. You might want to keep your mouth shut about that shit.
Shout out to Edge though. What's the final grades on this match, people?
I'm not gonna lie. This is probably gonna get like, I would say C plus, but I'll give it B minus because I only really watched it because I knew this is where Edge was coming back for obvious reasons. I've been cooled off on Judgment Day since they kicked Edge out, and a lot of that's because Rhea has been gone, and now that she's back, I'm getting a little warmer to it. But listen, I don't care to see Dominic and his backpack coming out here having matches with them nonstop. Like, there's someone else on the card that had a better match than Dominic, and I'll just leave it at that. But yeah, I'll give it a B minus.
I'm
You
gonna
said
give
there's
it.
someone else on the card. There's a lot of people did.
Well, I mean,
a lot-
someone
a lot
else
of
with
people, yeah.
someone else that's mildly experienced to very, very remotely inexperienced that had a better match than Dom. So yeah.
True. Speaking of that person, we'll talk about it after get grades from everybody else.
I'm gonna give it a B, specifically because Rhea just yeeted the shit out of Dominic, and that's all I've been wanting. I needed Rhea to get involved in this shit somehow. She looked fucking fantastic. That's all I need. That's all I needed. I didn't give a shit about the match. I just needed Rhea ringside. But I saw a lot of people being like, "That's how your poppy would treat you," and I was like, "Fucking true." Just dumped her ass. The match, fine, whatever. DQ, but not DQ. Rhea's involvement, the best part about it, it's just B.
Buddy Murphy can't fight.
No, he can't.
No, the fuck he cannot.
And
I'm
Rhea's
with-
been
That black dude with the locks might have had a chance. Buddy can't fight.
nah, not at all. And Rhea like quietly been doing more damage than the other two because like she showed up just finally on Monday out the blue and she went up there, ducked Aaliyah in the face and was dragging Dom out by his hair. Like, how is she doing more damage than the other two? Because y'all just
Yeah, I might have to give Angie that award this year too.
I said this the other day. I'm
Mama
like,
Bear let her cubs get washed like that.
well, I'm just like, Ray just learned this lesson. Not too.
No, Ray ain't learned shit.
You know, but I'm saying, like, you just went through this with Seth. Why would you continue to bring your family to a place where people is there trying to line you up every week? I don't understand this. Like,
I told y'all niggas. Y'all thought I was playing, but I told y'all niggas.
like, bro, you in the driver's seat, you know what I'm saying, in the fast lane to get this award another year? Bro.
I think he might have it locked up. Now, if
just
Ric
might.
Flair dies, I'm going to revamp the award for worst son-in-law and give it to Conrad.
It depends on at whose hands he dies.
Yeah.
Because there's another son-in-law in that match as well that should be taken care of him.
Yeah, he should be taking care of him. But the other one, he was exploiting him for money. That's all that is. It's big facts.
For $300 too.
Man,
Yeah.
that's how much tickets cost.
For to stream it, bro. To stream
No,
it.
they dropped that price. They ended up dropping that price. That was where it was. I forget what it dropped down to, but it's dropped. I think it's only like $30 or some shit now.
Well, it fucking better be. 'Cause
Right.
goddamn.
Yeah, y'all are out of your mind for that.
Ric Flair ain't been worth $300 for a ticket in like 40 years, dog.
At
Exactly.
least.
Maybe 30. I'll give it 30.
I'm gonna ride with Katie on this one and give it a B. Rhea did a lot for me. Rhea returning has rejuvenated my faith and hope, along with the new booking regime in the Sexecutioners, as I like to call them.
That entrance made them look like a bigger deal than they've looked since Edge got kicked out.
And let's not lie, they say there's no leader, but Rhea is clearly out front and center in her BDSM bodysuit gear, running the show. Like Reek said, wrecking Mysterio's on Monday, wrecking Mysterio's tonight from ringside. Edge coming back. The entrance was dope, even though I knew it was coming. Jacket, spear, dope new shirt. I like the new shirt he had on. Solid B.
He didn't have Metalingus back though.
No, but I need to hear this at SummerSlam.
I need to hear this Brood remix and make sure they didn't cop Jaylan shit. Like,
or if they did, cool. We need royalties.
Exactly.
Right. Cut that check.
Cut the check, Paul.
Or Steph.
Nick.
Whichever one of y'all.
Yeah. Cut the check, Nick.
We got to revamp that one.
Mm-hmm.
Man, Vince had to be nasty and fucked up one of our catchphrases. Can you believe that?
I'm telling you, that was there before I showed up. So I mean, like,
that was literally like our third episode is called "Cut the Check, Vince."
Yeah. Like, oh, you really messed up.
Like the foundation of this show was initially built on "Cut the Check, Vince." I was like this close to making "Cut the Check, Vince" t-shirts back then, but we didn't have an audience to sell it to.
Damn.
And then we kind of phased it out a little bit. It's lore, it's history right there, So, shout out to that. Yeah, man, I wasn't ready for it, so I'll be ready next time. Next up, Pat McAfee defeating the Happy One, Oh Happy Day, and this is kind of what you expected it to be. Pat McAfee, Baron Corbin, the quote unquote celebrity guy versus the good hand, who's going to make sure that match flows well. And I'm gonna get I'm a Baron Corbin guy in kayfabe, but I'm also a Baron Corbin guy in real life, because this guy has continually been proven time and time again over years that he is one of the best at his job, as far as like the little things, the little itty bitty things that you kind of wouldn't notice if you either weren't in the wrestling industry, or like if you're a wrestler and you watch Baron Corbin wrestle, you're probably like, damn, this dude's good as fuck. Because just little itty bitty things. He protects his opponent. You know how many times Pat McAfee almost killed himself tonight?
Oh my God, man.
And Baron Corbin was there to make sure he didn't. And he does that a lot. Like a lot of moves. Baron Corbin's probably one of the safest guys to work with. Over the Miz, I would put. Like that superplex that Pat McAfee did. Baron Corbin helped protect Pat on that fall. Definitely. Very clearly. From the angle I saw it.
That SWAT on, he was on his way to Jesus.
Oh, yeah.
Real quick.
That boy is about to be up there with James Caan and them.
Real talk.
So, yeah. Big shout out to Baron Corbin. I'm going to give this one a B, though. What y'all giving it?
I'll give it a solid B. You got the right result, too, because I couldn't sit up here and be okay with Pat going out there and losing to a motherfucker in Vans, but yeah, I said this before,
what's
like
wrong with losing to somebody wearing Vans, bro?
Not Corbin, not Corbin. That's what I call a double negative. Like you can't have two at the same time.
John Cena used to beat people's asses in Team Jordans.
Cena's the GOAT.
Hey,
there's difference.
I'm about to say that's John. Like we had a soft spot for him for a minute, but nah, man. Like I said this already. Like Pat is one of them dudes that just did this so seamlessly, and now this is like what his third or fourth, maybe fifth match in already. Like
War Games, Adam Cole.
War Games, yeah.
Theory, Vince, and then this one,
yeah. So he racking up a good
War
couple.
Games. Adam Cole 1-on-1.
Yep.
Theory Vince. This match.
No, the Theory Vince is 2 separate matches.
Well, then 5.
Yeah,
if you count that as 2 separate matches.
That's why I just counted 5.
Yeah.
Just right before you. Did I freeze or something? Did you not?
No,
hear
I
me?
only saw 4 fingers. I was
No,
counting
I
with you, and
definitely put up.
I counted that as one match.
No, it's 2 matches. It was 2 matches. You
Was
go
it,
check the
though?
card. It's 2 matches. It was literally 2 different matches.
I mean, the
Shouldn't
card
have
says
been
it,
that.
but I mean, that really wasn't no match. You know,
It's in the record books as a match.
It's just coming out here and Vince technically had a match against God, so I don't trust no record books at all.
And he beat him. And God got his heat back 15 years later.
And we had in all of the discussions, I haven't heard anyone mention the fact that before Vince retired, he made sure he got his ass one more match on WrestleMania.
Of course he did.
He knew that shit was coming.
I'm about to say he's known as far back as April, so
Oh, he knew.
that
And ran back the greatest hit of that stunner as well at WrestleMania,
oh
and
my
then
God.
retired into the ether.
That's why WrestleMania felt like a series finale, because it was.
Right.
We just didn't know it.
Yeah, all this makes so much more sense in hindsight.
Big shout out Pat McAfee and Baron Corbin.
Yeah.
Happy Corbin. Oh, happy one.
Yep.
Bomb
Good
ass.
match. Bum ass.
That choir.
That I'm about to say that's another reason I had to give it a B because like, oh man,
I missed
I
the
had a
entrances.
whole choir.
Corbin was coming out, his music stopped, and then there was just a choir up above the Tron singing bum ass Corbin.
It's great. It's beautiful.
Yeah, man.
And the
me
dude
see
in the
it.
Joker paint that I'm pretty sure they ejected because I didn't see him the rest of the night.
Oh,
It was going
yeah.
crazy. Like Corbin was coming down, he's leaning over the guardrail, he's going like this, painted up like the Joker and shit, just freaking the fuck out. And then
Like you knew
Yeah.
that
Pat
was
came
gonna
out
be-
and dude was gone.
Yeah, you knew
Yeah,
that was gonna be a problem.
Right.
Second he showed up, like get him
Big facts.
out of here now.
Next up on our list here, we got the Usos. The Usos, they on my t-shirt. Shout out to them. Shout out to the ones versus the Street Profits. And yeah, match of the night again. Second match of the night, sorry. Second match of the night.
Definitely
Yeah.
second.
Best regular match of the night for sure.
Yeah,
A minus for me. Is getting a minus on that because too many Street Profits losses again.
Yeah.
And yeah, it took me out of it. I didn't really want to see it. And now I'm scared. I didn't like that look in Montez Face's eye after the match. So now I'm scared they're gonna do the bullshit that they didn't do. And I don't know why y'all expected a babyface to win a championship match with Triple H in the Booker's table. Doesn't happen. Give me a time it happened. Where outside of the times it made sense to happen. When is the time he just did it just because?
Ulster Black.
That was
Johnny.
supposed to happen. Johnny was going to happen regardless.
Yeah, no, I love
Triple H.
Johnny.
wait.
So Triple H loves the chase.
Because Johnny was supposed to face Ciampa. Ciampa got the neck injury.
It's like this man loves the chase.
Mm-hmm.
He just don't like having the faces win. He just loves having them chase. And then whenever they do win, it's just like, all right,
Well,
let's move on. Sami Zayn, we moved on immediately.
Yeah.
Keith Lee.
Balor.
Keith Lee moved on immediately.
Balor.
Finn wasn't really chasing that long.
Neville.
Bailey.
Who did Bailey lose to? Oscar?
Oscar
Yeah. Yeah.
started her reign now.
I don't remember anything Bailey did after she beat Sasha. Outside of her beating Sasha again.
Beat Nia Jax.
See, I don't remember that. I barely remember Nia Jax in NXT. I don't remember much of anything she did.
Yeah, it was pretty quick because I guess they had no real plan.
Real cup of coffee down here.
Yeah, basically.
So yeah,
Well,
that's-
I'm gonna go A
okay.
minus for all the
Go ahead.
same reasons you did. However, also I want to add in the fact that if you were gonna make me have to watch a Jeff Jarrett segment, special guest referee bullshit, at least give me a don't piss me off or him calling somebody slap nuts during it. Like he caught the Usos kick. At any point during that, he could have put the Usos foot down and said, "Don't piss me off," or called him slap nuts. Why are we having Jeff Jarrett out there if he's not at least going to throw out the catchphrases?
All right, at least could have came out to with my baby tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's another thing. Like, I give it an A-, and I'm with you. The Street Profits losing again is not sitting well with me. However, if the obvious trajectory of where this is going is going to happen probably like this week, then it makes sense anyway, because this was just a quick steep hill that was just going down to get to this point. But I'm with y'all. Like, I don't see why you put Jeff in this if you're not gonna have at least one trope. Like, you're in Nashville. What better place is there to have a guitar swung over somebody's head? Like, I don't see how you got off without doing that. But yeah, man, we know what time it is. Like, Tez is earmarked to be a guy. Like, there's never been a question about it. Am I going to be happy about the Street Profits breaking up? Hell no. But realistically, it was gonna happen because this dude is just so naturally talented. Is ridiculous.
Yeah, do Dawkins dirty like they did D-Lo.
I'm about to say, like, I'm going to
John
pray
Cena
for Doc,
just staring
because,
a hole into my spirit right now in that cup.
It really is. Jesus fuck.
I'm going to pray for Doc though, man. Like, he's not going to make it too long. I don't think he will, unfortunately.
I have better hopes if Triple H, the guy that hired him, booking it though. I remember Street Profits won the tag titles and they gave Triple H a cup of lean.
I do remember that.
Shout out to Street Profits, man, and shout out to JEFFJR. Yeah, you get
JEFFJARRET.
No, Jeff Jarrett was so fucking pointless in this match. It would have been way better if it was Sami Zayn. I'm still annoyed it wasn't Sami.
Man.
Honorary Oos, it was fucking right there. But
I really thought it was gonna be Sami the whole time, and then
I did too.
Jeff Jarrett, and I'm like, okay, it's Nashville.
Like Jeff, like you could have had like the Usos unintentionally like super kick Sami, and then have Jeff come out as like the backup ref.
That would have been a crazy pop if he just showed up.
Exactly. See, someone let me in the table. I got this. But no, Jeff, he's just cutting checks. Like, whatever. Fucking stupid.
Original Cody Rhodes.
Yeah.
Speaking of Nashville, we got Dirk for another one for someone in the crowd, maybe.
Said Dirk.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I was going into that.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
That was literally the next thing on my list. Let me host the show,
right.
damn.
It's in Havoc Hour. Let him host.
I forgot where it was at, but yeah.
This is why you got Peasant of the Week.
Right.
Damn.
You just throwing me off. Next up, they get us, little. Oh, we at Nash. They do little things. Oh, we're in this city. Let's show the skyline and show all the nice things you can do in the city. And shout out to the city we're in. And then we pan to Kid Rock. I don't know if he was ringside or what, but we pan to Kid Rock and down horrible, sir. Just completely down horrible.
I'm packing the air, this guess what?
These peasants, few peasants.
Harpo, who this woman? Who this woman that was with Kid Rock? Go ahead.
I don't know what her name is. However, there are a series of videos I have seen across social media like a while ago where she was like selling hot sauce. Like she was some kind of like hot sauce spokeswoman or some shit, doing some redneck ass shit. Like I looked at her and I'm like, you look familiar shit. And I had to look it up. So she is D-list celebrity famous, if that, social media celebrity famous, whatever you'd consider that. It is something like that. But yeah, why he was making out with this woman, why they were sitting, I have no idea what the fuck all that was
monkeypox
about.
out here just going crazy. Pat McAfee drinking the fans' beers with monkeypox out here.
Yikes.
Everybody down bad.
Yeah.
This man was slobbing that woman down.
Yikes, seriously, bro. Have you no shame?
No shame.
I don't want to see that.
And now we transition into Mr. Ritter, his favorite segment of the night. You want to tell everybody what happened? Because I kind of missed it.
So as we're all trying to get over the fact that we just had to watch Kid Rock make out with this woman, all of a sudden, someone who was not supposed to be at SummerSlam, Matt Riddle, barges his way into the arena, gets in the ring, and starts yelling about how he's not medically cleared, but he doesn't care, calls out Seth Rollins because the man who he stole basically everything that has made him famous at this point on the main roster from told him not to be a bitch. And Seth did not care. Seth's like, okay. Seth came down. They got into it on the rampway.
Running was hilarious.
Listen, Matt Riddle did this to himself. He was told to stay home. He was told you are not medically cleared. So when Seth smeared that man's face across the canvas for the 10th time now, just splattered him and made me pop. He asked for it. Like, he literally asked for it. He said, Seth, come on down, please. And Seth gave him what he wanted. And now maybe with the stinger that he had and another stomp, he'll take a few months off TV. Maybe I'll be reprieved of the disease until maybe Royal Rumble.
Possibly.
You got about 48 hours, bro.
Probably. In all likelihood, unfortunately. I actually totally agree with that. I was hoping to see Seth. I had no anticipation of seeing Riddle. I don't know what purpose it served.
What was the point of this?
But
I could have did this on Monday.
Seth Rollins was my hero tonight, running out there looking like some orange sherbet and stomping his color, head in.
I need that fit.
He does it with these fits, but he did exactly what he was supposed to do. I expected that something else was going to happen. I didn't think it was just going to be wasted filler like that. But I mean, look, Seth had to come out and handle some business and leave. I ain't mad at it. Ain't nobody tell you to get real gully and decide to just get in the ring and talk crazy. You just don't do that. It's not smart.
Shouldn't have been talking shit.
Yeah. Exactly. And Rollins is Mr. SummerSlam, so he's obviously going to show up on the show in some way, shape, or form. Would have preferred if he had like a match, not against Riddle. And like you guys said, Riddle fucking deserved this. Talk all that shit, you're gonna get your ass beat, plain and simple.
You don't
crash. And by a man looking like an orange. Like, you deserve that.
Yeah, you don't crash.
Yeah, that orange push pop.
I almost said he did. I almost said pay-per-view. You don't crash a premium live event, let alone a Big Four premium live event, when you're not invited. And
tell that to Seth.
I was gonna say Riddle copping other people again. Seth did this at TakeOver.
That was a TakeOver. That was a TakeOver.
San Antonio,
premium live event territory yet, and he had a legitimate gripe because he was trying to run the fade with Triple H for like several months already. Triple H had been ducking him. Which, by the way, I got something else about somebody who's been ducking, but we'll get to that later on.
I think I can smell what you're cooking. I think. Let's move on from now. Next up for the SmackDown Women's Championship, Liv, she got that dog in her oos, Morgan, defeating Ronda Rousey. And first of all, that referee, send his ass back down to Orlando. This is the second big show in a row that he has fucked up a count. It's the same ref.
That was Ted DiBiase's ref from when he was in that terrible match with Cody.
Yeah. That ref tried to fuck on me.
Yeah, that was Ted's ref.
Dog, get that ref out of here.
For real.
So this dude Sylvain Grenier out here. He got some agendas. This is the second show in a row you fucking up, man.
This is not the first time, and probably my favorite and most perfect time we saw with the man right here on the microphone and the man that lost the main event of this pay-per-view where someone has gotten a pin count while tapping out, the ref can only either watch the shoulders or watch for the tap out. You can't watch both. You take your eyes off the shoulders to look for the tap out. You can't count the 3. He was counting the 3. She tapped like at 2.5. That's not.
I don't care. I
That's
got
not
agendas to push. You already set the precedent last month.
I'm about to say.
Not even last month. It was this month.
It was this month.
Yeah,
You already set the precedent.
it was bad. It was bad.
Go get some more training.
Yeah.
Do your job better. All these
Yeah,
incompetent people out here. Because after the match, we had the same incompetent folks that allowed a fan to attack Pat McAfee last night on SmackDown. The same exact people were scared of Ronda Rousey after this match. Daivari was shook. He ain't want no problems. Adam Pearce, where was he at? Doing nothing, like usual. He was out there doing nothing.
Adam Pearce don't do his job. Like,
No.
He was out there. He was out there.
He was
for
the one
second,
that
bro.
allowed the fan to attack Pat McAfee last night.
of course.
A paying fan.
I think he should remove the term "scrap daddy" from his Twitter handle because
You don't catch no fades.
way back in the NWA days because you done lost all your sack at this point. It's
You
not
don't want
there.
no smoke with nobody.
Yeah.
You let
Nah.
Sonya Deville bitch you out.
Oh man,
And she an
that's when you
active
knew it was
competitor.
over. That was, like Roman was one thing. Like you didn't want to cross Roman back in the Thunderdome days. You didn't want that smoke.
Nah.
I understand that, but Sonya emasculated you on national TV, bro.
Facts.
That's tragic. That's real tragic.
Facts. We need to do better, man. But
Mm-mm.
this guy, he ain't it.
Yeah.
He's all right, but he's not real.
Not at all.
No.
I want to look what his wife looked up real quick since we know he can't fight, but
Damn.
Damn.
I'm just saying I'm not gonna fight the man for her. Like, do your thing.
Yeah, that's true. Ronda Rousey turning heel, snapping, because that ref tried to fuck on her. And listen, man, Ronda feuds, they heel or face, they don't be hidden. So, in the words of Mr. Stephen A. Smith,
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you.
We don't care.
Facts.
Yeah. Well, look, I would prefer her being who she is in the first place. That's why I give it a B.
I get it's incomplete. I gotta watch it again.
Yeah, I mean it was quick, but yeah. No, smiley face Ronda was never going to hit because it's not who she was. If you knew anything about Ronda Rousey at all, she was a sprawled up, like scrunched up, mean faced dick in UFC because she was the champion. She hadn't lost, and she just had this entitlement about her. You don't bring someone like that into pro wrestling and say, "Hey, smile for the kids and slap fives and everyone like that." You don't do that. I had the same rep with Raquel Rodriguez, but that's another story for another day. It's like, why not keep the authenticity? That's what works.
Yeah.
So I hope that Face Run dies a horrible death and doesn't come back. I'm happy that Liv gets to keep the belt because I felt like that we took a real dive with this and it's going well, and I'm excited for it. But this was a good way to kind of, skirt around what seemed like the obvious, road to go down, and hopefully everybody goes their separate ways and we get something better out of this. Bring Shayna back into the equation now that Triple H has got the Booker hat on. I'm sick and tired of her being not on my screen. And do not bring her back on screen with Natalie Neidhart, because then I will be back to rant, because I don't remember what I was supposed to rant about this week. I know I had something. But if I see Shayna show up with Natty again, we're going to have
trouble.
Trouble. A whole lot.
Go ahead.
I have a slight aside. First off, C-. I'm happy that Ronda's heel. If I had to choose between the two, give me heel Ronda. Let her just go out there and wreck people and not talk. Fine, cool, whatever. But Reek said high five and children. So today, I taught my 2-year-old daughter how to fist bump, and it is her favorite thing. She has been running around like Tony Khan, just going bump, bump, bump all day long.
Hey, hold on real quick. Every time we talk about Tony Khan, I got to get a B2K soundbite.
Oh, yes.
Bump, bump, bump. Put that in my notes.
Oh man.
How are we feeling about this match, Katie?
I mean, C plus. I don't give two flying fucks about Ronda Rousey. I would much rather have Shayna in this position instead of Ronda, because Shayna can actually work and can somewhat talk and has experience, and she was dominant as fuck down in NXT and in that Elimination Chamber, and they should have done something with that. Neither here nor there. Ronda sucks. I don't care what anybody says. Put her ass back in fucking UFC. Let her lose again in 15 seconds and go fucking cry about it. I don't care about Ronda. I wasn't hyped when she first showed up. Still not fucking hyped when she came back. I don't care. She's not doing anything for this division. Bringing back Dakota and Io? Yes. That was smart. Good decision making. Good for the division. Ronda lousy? Nothing. Nothing for this fucking division.
Ronda Rousey.
When she initially came in, I had a little bit of excitement, only because I knew that having that star power was going to take them over the hump of where they were trying to get, which they did. All women's pay-per-view, women's main event at Mania. Like, I knew that was what was going to finally push them over the finish line. But outside of that, I didn't really care. I didn't think she needed to be champion so fast. I didn't think that, we needed to add all this extra stuff into Mania. But I mean, she did what she needed to do. I think it's a little drawn out now, but listen, if you have a heel,
that first feud,
now that she's a heel, we can hate her properly. So there you go.
I've hated her from the jump.
I've hated her since UFC.
True. I understand the star power thing. She did that. She elevated the division. We don't need her anymore. These women are perfectly fucking fine without her White Claw ass. Like, we talked about this. She is the equivalent of a White Claw. Like, she's fucking flat. She's stupid. I'm ranting. What the fuck is this?
I'll be forever upset that they made it a triple threat at Mania, because I thought Becky was the perfect foil for her, and I wanted to see them one-on-one, and I still want to see that. And if there's no other reason to keep Ronda around except that, in as far as I'm concerned, because she serves no other purpose outside of that.
No, let her go. Let her go be a mom. I don't care. Get her off
I thought that's where we were going with Becky too. Earlier tonight, I was like, she must be going to spend some time with her little girl.
Rue.
Yeah, I forgot the name. I thought it was Rue. I didn't want to say the name and it'd be wrong, but thank you for clarifying that. Appreciate it.
Not Paul, by the way.
Yeah. What if her middle name is Paul?
RuPaul Lopez?
Yeah, RuPaul Lopez.
Then Reek just out here talking shit about Becky's baby and shit at the beginning of the show.
Listen,
God damn.
Seth's baby at that too.
I wouldn't do
Come
that.
and stump your ass.
I wouldn't do that. I got love for them.
Seth can't fight.
Yeah, Seth
Katie over here
and
shaming Ronda for being flat. That's not her fault. She was born that way. She can't help it. Reek out here talking bad about Rue.
I mean,
okay,
whatever.
I'm talking about Ronda Rousey a lot.
Can we please fucking change topic?
Yeah, let's do that. We go from Ronda Rousey to Kane. Oh, it's Kane.
Fuck.
What was Kane doing here?
Who thought this was a good idea?
He doesn't even go here.
You don't even.
This is Nashville,
here.
not Knoxville.
Honestly.
Yeah, this was,
it's here. You're the mayor of Nashville.
You could have had anybody else do this.
Anybody.
Come on, man. You could have had Derrick Henry.
Yeah.
MVP. Well, Derrick Henry, he wasn't MVP. But yeah. Was he MVP?
It don't matter. He wasn't MVP. He's the star player of the team. He could have did that. You could have had Hannah Montana do it. Or Miley. Whoever.
I was gonna say, even though it's Memphis, he's Memphis, not Nashville.
No, he's not Memphis.
Jerry Lawler is more synonymous with Tennessee than fucking Glenn Jacobs.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
y'all give Jerry an unnecessary check every couple months for no reason. So
he's in Nashville for StarCast too. Was he busy?
Probably not.
Katie didn't want that either.
He's not doing
fuck no, I don't want that. I don't want his ass on the fucking kickoff panels anymore. Yeah, stupid.
Jerome.
Listen,
I used to love Booker T. Used to call him Jerome. When he was
it would have made more sense. It would have made more sense than this. That's all I know. This was terribly timed.
Hold on, y'all keep talking. I got something.
I got something for Katie real quick. Katie, if you had to choose between Goldberg and Jerry Lawler.
Oh,
Oh
God.
hell no! I
Can
am
we
not
get a
answering
repeat?
this fucking question.
Can we get a repeat?
No, you are not.
That's like
Goldberg!
that's
Fuck
like
that.
asking if you want to walk on hot coals or sharded glass.
I would rather off myself. Like,
Damn, that bad?
yeah. No.
I
You
mean,
didn't see Goldberg on SVU? He got stamina.
I don't care.
Like
I love that episode.
I'm pretty sure there's a clip somewhere of the answer I was looking for.
I'm about to
I don't-
say,
no,
like,
I don't-
we
I
know
don't
your
have a
stance.
No,
We know your
no.
stance on Goldberg.
No,
I don't need
that-
to put it out there again.
No,
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
no, no,
We've
no,
done
no.
plenty of episodes, and I played the recording. I think last week. Y'all can listen to it for
Yeah,
yourselves.
and
we
I'm
know
still
your stance on
pissed at your
Goldberg.
ass for that. You're supposed to be my advocate, and you're out here making me look bad. What the fuck is this?
Listen, I got to speak the truth.
That's why I got bumped up to special counsel.
Hey.
All
We're
right.
not talking. This is not. No. This ain't happening here. Shut up.
I'm still advocate. I still put in the legwork. I just,
Shout out
I
to
got busy.
shout out to our guy Black Justin. Made a thread after Kane showed up. People who could have announced the SummerSlam attendance. We got Derrick Henry, we got Taylor Swift, and we got Young
right.
Buck.
Young Buck.
Which would have been apropos because we already saw somebody get stomped.
That is true.
Cashville, straight out of Cashville. It writes itself.
Would not be
Could have
mad.
just put in the call to 50 Cent. Like,
That's what I'm saying, man. I haven't
Let me
seen
say
Young
G
Buck
Unit
in-
one more time.
Who knows how long it's been since we've seen Young Buck on
I know he's not
TV
famous
like that.
enough, but who cares?
It's okay.
Anybody but Glenn.
I mean, look. West Side Gun was sitting in his usual spot, saying ringside. Let him come up there and say something. He a fan,
Hey, yo, 40,000 people.
They could have had
Something
Kid
like that.
Rock and I looked it up. Her name is Trailer Trash Tammy. Could have had them come up and do it out of the crowd. They were
So
there.
fucking stereotypical. She looked
Well, no,
exactly
so-
like somebody that would be named Trailer Trash Timmy.
Trailer Trash Tammy is a character that she does. She is a female comedian.
Oh, okay.
I guess she was voted 2021 top 10 comedians to keep an eye on or some shit like that. Neither here nor there.
Oh, so this motherfucker was
That's
making
her
out with Lisa
character.
Lampanelli on TV. Oh my lord.
Hey, listen, them roasts back in the day.
Oh yeah.
Listen, I got a question for you, Reek.
15-year-old me was like, man, wait till I'm 18. Lisa Lampanelli getting it.
Okay, so that ties in with my question. Based on the information we know about Lisa Lampanelli, who gets it first? Lisa Lampanelli or Sarah J?
Oh,
Sarah.
yeah, probably Sarah. Probably.
Who's got more though?
Got more what?
Of the doctor's speciality.
Oh,
Probably Sarah J.
yeah, probably. Most likely. I mean, I would be honest. Like,
All right, this isn't Smacking the Raw. Let's move on. In our main event, we got this guy. Hold on. Move my hair out the way. Move my hair out the way. This guy right here with the two belts. This shirt aged very well. Our undisputed Universal Heavyweight Champion still, Roman Reigns, defeating big ass country boy Brock Lesnar. This man came out in a tractor. I wonder if that tractor will have any involvement in the match. Spoiler alert, it did. This man flipped the ring over. Roman tumbled out the ring.
It's like
Remember-
a goddamn cartoon character.
Who was it, Mike Chioda or Charles Robinson? One of them two fucking tumbled out the ring. Like,
Oh my god.
that's what it reminded me of.
I want to say it was
Yep.
Kyoto.
I think
And
it's Kyoto.
that Brock was involved in that too, because that was when him
course
and
he
Big Show smashed the ring up. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure. Yeah.
It was one
Yeah.
of them times. Yeah, I need more matches with like outside action now that Triple H is involved. I think that was one thing Vince never really did, was have matches that had the ability to take place outside the ring. Never really went outside the ring for more than like 3 minutes. This one, they started out with the action. I think it was more outside of the ring than inside.
I had some of those
Definitely
Triple
was.
H, Undertaker WrestleMania 17 vibes when they were up by that big metal truss.
Oh man, yes.
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought of. Him and Shawn Michaels used to do the outside the ring stuff a lot. Like Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa, that was their speed. They was always outside the
I'm
ring.
gonna say they lived
trying
outside.
to kill each other. So I enjoyed it, man. We get an F5 to Fredo Heyman, Mr.
Finally,
Table.
Fredo
took 20
DeVito.
years. Took 20 years for him to finally lay that one on him.
Yeah, he never really got to. We back. Unfriended.
Oh, goddamn.
Hackers are in here.
Terrible.
Hey guys, so we sell these t-shirts. We sell merchandise. Can y'all buy some t-shirts from us, and that way we can take the money and we're gonna get Reek a new camera.
For the love of God, this man needs it, y'all.
Oh man.
Buy the t-shirts, and that way we can use that money to get Reek a new camera. And cameras only cost like $20. Reek, you can forego the next couple months of Zoom payments if you feel so inclined to.
Yeah, Zoom's fucking expensive.
And put it towards, especially now that this other person who's supposed to be paying on his Zoom subscription does not answer any text messages.
Oh goddamn.
So me and Reek might have to be making up for that as well.
Oh boy.
More on that later. We'll talk about that off here. But contribute to the Reek Camera Fund. The United Negro Reek Camera Fund is open and available, taking donations.
Oh my God.
Gifts.
Donations.
Anyway, back to the match.
About the match.
Grade for me. It's Roman Reigns. It's a Roman Reigns match, and he won. A++++++, including another plus for the tractor, another plus for the tractor flipping the ring over, and another plus for Roman Reigns potentially hitting 700 days if he survives Raw and SmackDown this week, because there's somebody out there with a guaranteed title shot who got his ass cooked in the main event.
Yes, indeed.
Because he thought.
He thought it was safe.
How y'all feeling about this match?
This got to get a tribal A+.
A tribal?
Tribal A+.
A tribal?
Yeah.
You said triple. It's pronounced triple.
No. Like tribal chief. Tribal A+.
Okay.
Nah, man, like this is exactly what I was talking about when I said my man went into creative, got his office set up and just started breaking his foot off in everything. Cause like you started off the show hot and then you ended with this. My man came out on a tractor, drove that tractor on in, and just started destroying. Michael Cole dropped a goddamn on commentary that just got blurted out, but it happened. And like I think there's one.
That's what that was. I was wondering what happened to my.
With the goddamn tractor.
Yeah,
he moved the ring with the goddamn tractor.
Yeah, like I think it's interesting to hear Cole talking freely now without Vince like blowing up in his ear. I think this is the Cole that we really need.
Read an ad spot yesterday, and it was just so chill.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, "Yo, he different."
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's a different vibe. But I mean, this was chaotic insanity from start to finish. This is the best last man standing match ever. We just calling that right now. I don't think anybody can argue. It was the best last man standing match ever. And if you were going to put an exclamation point of a point of finality on this long rivalry between the two of them, there wasn't a better way to do it. Like Brock is buried beneath pieces of announce table and chairs and all this other stuff, and it took the Usos and Theory, recalling that troop from Mania 31 when Seth cashed in and getting cooked like that. It was like
Brock said, "Motherfucker, please."
Yeah, man. Yeah, it was bad. And then Roman has gone off a few times. This is the first time he like snapped because off of the frustration
In
of Brock
SummerSlam 2 years ago.
constantly. Yeah, off of frustration of Brock keep getting up and then Theory coming out. I think that just sent him over the edge and just once again started beating this man with his own property before beating Brock with it. Like I don't know, man. Like I didn't have words after this went off. Like I was laughing and just popping for everything. This was fantastic. Start to
It
finish.
went like Roman Reigns hit a spear on Brock. He got up at 8, hit
Mhm.
another spear on him. He got up again, hit him with the belt. And Roman just had this look on his face like,
Lord, again, a fucking again. Nothing new, nothing changed, same old shit. Same old fucking shit.
Yeah, man.
he had to hit him with his belt. He said, yo, the Universal title is officially stronger than the WWE Championship.
There you go.
Because that's the one that did it.
Mm-hmm.
It's just facts.
Oh,
Yeah, this match gets an A+. It was so chaotic, so fun. It was a good way to end it. It really did hopefully put a finality to this fucking feud between the two of them. Literally burying Brock Lesnar. If that wasn't the end, I don't know what the fuck would be. But, I mean, you really can't beat the fucking ring being lifted up like 15 feet in the fucking air, Roman tumbling out like a goddamn cartoon. I feel I'd be pissed if I was on that side of the ring, though. Like,
Can't see
sitting
shit.
there. I'd be like,
screens.
what the fuck? It's not the same.
We didn't have screens and Money in the Bank, so I don't know.
True.
I saw them there, and the screens were on.
As long as it has some screens.
As long as they have screens. But it was great. A+.
And mind you, that was the second time he used the tractor too, because he sat this motherfucker inside the thing, lifted him up, and tossed him in the ring with it. So
as soon as he came out with us, he about to scoop Roman in that motherfucking 80.
Yep.
Yeah.
He did it.
And I'm curious too, like, if he had gotten to cash in, would it have been a triple threat last man standing match?
Yep.
Or would they change it to a normal? Like, I don't know how a last
it would
man
have
standing.
been. It would have been triple threat.
Yeah.
Like, he got to keep both of them down.
Apparently.
So he would have lost anyway. He ain't doing that.
No, exactly.
Would have been a waste of the cash in.
If both guys had knocked each other out and then he came in and cashed in and they were both down for a 10, he would have been default winner. That's how it's got to go. Before Reek jumps in and steals more of my material, before I get to talk, I agree. A++. Hold on a second. Y'all kept saying, why do we want to see Brock and Roman again? Ladies and gentlemen, these are the only two people, and this hurts me to say, that have ever defeated The Undertaker at WrestleMania. And they beat the living dog shit out of each other in the main event of this pay-per-view. This is why you wanted to see this match again. They are on another level above everyone else or anyone that you could have put in this, between the tractor spots, the fact that Brock was just suplexing Roman with his head all right by the fucking tractor bucket that's hanging over the ring, just worrying the shit out of me. Suplexes off the stairs, Paul Heyman through the table, the Usos coming out, talking about Michael Cole calls. For the love of God, count faster. For the love of God, count faster.
Oh my God.
Had me dying. No, fantastic. I know you didn't want to make this a thing, TC, but to add on to a continuing Young Kings wrestling trend, what's that line from Chris Brown? For all the people that were talking shit about this match, why you hating from outside the club if you can't get in? Like,
yeah, can't argue with it. I was dying because, like, if you're not watching the video version, because he started this off because by covering his taker's ears, as he's mentioned, that both Roman and Brock are the only two to have beaten him at WrestleMania, which is true, and obviously it was done on purpose to create this constant collisions between the two of them. But yeah, it was we got to where we needed to be, but hopefully this is it. Because, like Katie said, I don't know how you could create another finish that can top this. Because you can't. Yeah, you can't. There's no way. Like the ring is probably still like three quarters off the ground. So
that poor ring crew. Like that sucks.
oh man, I know they hot right now, man.
They pissed. They're probably still cleaning the shit up.
Yeah.
That's how they got Brock back. Like they're like, "Hey Brock, we need you to come back." He's like, well, "What are you gonna do for me?" They're like, "Want to wreck the ring with a tractor?" All right, I'm in.
He said, "Yeah," like real fast.
Yeah.
John Moxley was somewhere smoking a cigarette, mad.
Oh my God! It's like, bro, I had all these ideas.
We couldn't do this shit back at WrestleMania,
bro. I was like, I had all of this, and you wasn't with it. You wanted that vanilla, you know.
He had a fight coming up though.
That you wanted that missionary Cena at Mania, but I had all these ideas, but you out here just doing all of this for Roman. Crazy.
Well, we slandering missionary on the show. Bro.
that was Roman that did that. You know what I'm saying?
No. Roman slandered missionary every night. He did not slander missionary.
Well, I said missionary Cena. That was the joke.
Okay.
Roman
Reigns, Brock Lesnar.
Big meaty man slapping me.
A whole lot.
Y'all was complaining about it. We don't want to see it anymore. And loved it.
I've been advocating for this match, surprisingly, with my stands on Brock Lesnar and the thing that we covered Taker's ears for. The entire time. Like I don't know why people didn't like when they told me it was last man standing. I'm like, dude, they're gonna kill each other. Like this is gonna bang.
Yeah.
Like
last man standing automatically was gonna make it better. And
right. Once they added
don't
that
want to
into
see this
it.
match. It's so boring. We've seen it so many times, and y'all love it. Maybe we'll shut the fuck up and just wait for something to happen.
Because
I've been saying for the entirety of this show.
Yeah.
Literally,
I had
almost
somebody
every
in
episode,
my house
I tell y'all, shut the fuck up.
Asked that question today. They're like, why are we watching this match again? After the match, I looked at them and I was like, this is why we're seeing it again. This is why.
Of the, what is it, like 7-8 matches that they've had, not including, triple threats and fatal four ways, about 90% of them were singles, just one-on-one with rules. The only other exception was the steel cage match they had in Saudi, which, I mean, may or may not be canon, depending on your interpretation. So this was the first time they actually had. Well, fair enough.
Saudi's not canon.
But this was the first time they had a
post-COVID Saudi is been canon. They've been at least trying.
Yeah,
they've been trying.
Not on the Smack and Raw podcast. Not for us.
But this is Young Kings Wrestling.
No, this was like the first, like, outside of that match, the first real stipulation that they had attached to it. And again, like y'all said, it's the last man standing, and then it has to be good because this is them taking it someplace they hadn't before. And we see it.
Mm-hmm.
We loved it. It was a great match, great show.
Oh,
final grades for SummerSlam.
Big A plus.
Big A plus.
Big A plus.
Better than last year.
I'm kind of mad I didn't go this year. Like,
literally what I told TC when I joined the call. I was like, we went to the wrong fucking SummerSlam.
Yeah, man. And that's not knocking last year. Last year was great too, but this was just like,
this one was like
turned all the way up.
I bet you they got drinks all night.
Right. And Nashville too. Like like you can do some shit in Vegas, but I've never been to Nashville. Nashville looked like it's lit still now at 2:30 a.m. over here. So I feel like that would have been like the one to go to if we had to pick.
I feel like being black in Nashville would be an experience.
Right.
Not just being black, but being a nigga.
Mm-hmm. That's a good point. It's a real good point.
Let's plug our socials, guys.
We didn't give our final grades. The
shit.
only one that did was Reek.
Reek, you Vince today. You just own it.
I'm gonna give it the Emma Stone easy A, straight A. We did have Rhonda and Liv and some other stuff that I wasn't too fond of, but the opening and closing easy A.
I agree with Matt. Easy A.
Yeah, I'm gonna get this an A as well. Pending, I'm gonna go watch that Becky and Bianca right now for sure.
Match is
We're
good.
gonna gotta see that Bailey return again, and Can't wait to see what they're gonna do on Monday. I know they got something up their sleeve on Monday.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see.
All I know is that SmackDown ain't got no women now. All three of these women are on Raw. SmackDown's fucked. Just cancel the show. They don't got anything.
I told him when Bailey comes back, send her back to SmackDown, because initially I wanted her on Raw, but it was like that was before y'all started just clawing away at it. Yeah, we know they got Shotzi and Raquel and
No.
Nobody
Why do
cares
you
about
live in this
Aaliyah.
perpetual weird idea that there are women exclusive to a show and that these women can't show up wherever the fuck they want? Because there is no brand split. You will see Bailey and Io Sky and Dakota Kai wherever the fuck they want to put them, because there is no brand split. Nobody is exclusive to a show, regardless of what lies they want to tell you.
I mean, the women haven't really been doing it though.
That is not
The
true.
men have. Well, Liv cashed in on
Natalia's
Ronda.
been all over the place, which has been pissing you off. She's been on every show.
Well, Natalya
Shayna's back and
works-
forth.
Natalya works. I'm about to say Natalya
She's
works
allowed
under a
to be
different
on
set of
every show.
rules from everyone else. Natalya is the exception to every rule,
Sadly.
which I hope and pray that that's over with. Not
I
it.
think it's grandfathered.
No.
It might be grandfathered.
We didn't even talk about Charlotte probably coming back. They had a
Yeah, she
whole
might be
package
back
for her.
She gotta come back too.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah.
Maybe we'll get some inspired Charlotte Flair now that the guy that hired her is around running things.
Well, I mean, she'll be real inspired if tomorrow night don't go the way it should go.
That whole package did say she was going to continue the greatest legacy of all time.
I didn't even know she actually got a package. I thought you were kidding. Did she really?
Yeah,
have
there was
it?
a whole ass Charlotte
3-minute
Flair
package.
package.
Yeah.
I probably went to go get a drink. I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah.
Had that bump removed off her lip and already come back.
Yeah, there she go. Got the twins taken out. So yeah, she's preparing for life-changing events, is what I'm saying. So
Like her dad dying tomorrow.
Plug your socials, guys.
You can follow me on Twitter at KaterSN13. The link to I'm about to take you all things She Lead Showcase, twitch.tv/She Lead Showcase, typically Thursdays, 6 p.m. Eastern, youtube.com/She Lead Showcase, Anchor, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts. The weekly recap She Lead Showcase is out. Inside the Lineup is an interview series I do. All of these nice men have been on it. The latest one with Will from Bosch Bots and Chair Shots is out. I have another one dropping 2 weeks. And then I have more lined up. It's actually coming back. I'm finally doing something with this show. In the crowd, however, I have no idea what the fuck's happening with this. The show might just die, and I might not bring it back. We'll see. And then my co-host Savannah has a New Japan show called New Japan Takeover. So go check everything out.
Just wait till you're inspired. When you're inspired, bring in the crowd back. Do something with it.
We'll talk.
You can follow me at Meridos at METTRIDDR on Twitter only. Also on Twitter only, Smacking Raw Pod. We lost our Instagram for Creation World, so the Smacking Raw Pod Instagram will now be It's Creation World, ITSCREATIA World, as well as the Twitter for Creation World will be changing to that as well. You can also follow me on TikTok at Smacking Raw, creationworld.com, facebook.com/Creation World, facebook.com/group/Smacking Raw.
And Instagram holds y'all too, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man.
Instagram's the most.
Damn shame. Y'all can find me at Wreak Havoc on Instagram and on Twitter. At Wreak Havoc 24, I'm sorry, Instagram and on Twitter. Also, go check out the Havoc Hour on all streaming platforms where you find Young Kings Wrestling, Spotify, Anchor. Video versions are up on YouTube. Just did an episode last week with my people on the cinema panel who covered the Scream franchise. Oh man, yeah. All the new content is up there as well as my other stuff. And on the Instagram _ the Havoc Hour _.
And I'm the thespian TC Fontaine. If you feel so inclined, you can follow me on social media, Instagram TC.Fontaine, Twitter at TC Fontaine. And of course, Young Kings Wrestling everywhere, including Instagram, including Twitter. Facebook is kind of a ghost zone, but shit, run the numbers up at YK Wrestling everywhere. And in the spirit of Ric Flair's last match and in the spirit of Nashville Hall of Famer, the legendary JEFF JARRETT, I will close out this episode with a song. Spending my days working hard on the go, but the wheels on the clock keep spinning too slow. I can't wait to be alone with my baby tonight. How'd I do?
Nice little riff. I liked it.
That was good.
Yep.
Cool. We cool, bro.
Better than Jeff.
It wasn't
That-
Jeff. It was
that is
Road
fair.
Dogg.
Yeah, I'm about to say, yeah, it was definitely Jesse.
Y'all know
Jesse.
that?
Road Dogg, Jesse James.
No.
Y'all didn't know that was Road Dogg?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He did it. Whatchamacallit? One of the last times
Road Dogg legit can sing.
One of the
Yes,
last times they were
but-
on TV together, they did it again. They
Yeah,
did
it was
a
couple
And
years
Jeff
ago.
sang it with him, and Jeff was
Yeah.
fucking terrible, which goes
Yeah.
back to my point. Better than Jeff. You do it better than Jeff.
True.
You think I could run my own wrestling company and make myself champion?
Better than Jeff.
We should call this episode Better Than
bar-
Jeff.
I
bar
was,
has-
I
gonna
was
say
just
that.
thinking that.
A bar has been set. So we did.
Anybody think they can challenge me vocally? Meet me in Twitter at YK Wrestling. We gonna see.
I would like to submit as special counsel a challenger.
Who?
Me.
My
Who?
client.
Me.
My client. Right here.
So you can sing and play the piano? Let's talk off camera. Let's close this show out. We going too hip. We'll see y'all next week here. We gone.
Sydney's Mamas for the Streets.